Hi friends, hi friends, hi friends. I am so happy to see you all. It is awesome. It is Thursday. I missed you guys so much last week when I was at convention in Salt Lake City. Hello Whitney, hello everybody as you're joining. Drew is here. Drew, it was awesome to meet you and Kelly. Hello Mom, hello Jessica, hello Beth, hello everybody. Dina is here. It is a party on Periscope. Donna is here too. Hello everybody. Hello, Wendy's here. It is so awesome. Hello Mom, it is so great to be back. This is our flow. This is our fun together every single Thursday. I do not like to miss a week, so it is so happy. I'm just so happy. My heart is so happy to be back with you. Hello, Joe. Yes, it was so fun. Hello, Melody. Hello, everybody. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Linda. Dr. Laura is here. You guys, we had so much fun, and there is just so much to share with you. It is all still sinking in. Oh my gosh. Hello, Cherie. Hello, everybody. Yeah, it is sinking in. Lindsay's here, Heather's here, you guys. It was absolutely incredible. Yes, The Medical Medium, you guys need this book. I'm definitely going to be talking about that during my Periscope. It just feels so good to be back. We're going to be talking about celery. Should I talk like this the whole time? Because we're going to be talking about celery tonight, so I don't even know. But I love holding space for you guys so much every single week here in the cloud, and it totally filled me up so much to spend time with you and connect with you and laugh with you and cry with you and have so much fun. All right now, Gabby, I'm going to talk like this. We're going to talk about celery all night long just for you. And it filled my cup to be with my team and spend time with all of you. And we are already excited to be reunited in 2019. So I have my tickets for gala. I have my ticket for convention. Gabby's here. Chantal's here. Everyone's having a blast together. Yes. To the yes, to the yes. So walking that arena for 34,000 people, let me tell you, that was something otherworldly. So I was recognized as reaching the level of platinum, my team and I. It was so energetically incredible. It was just, I can't even explain it. It was just otherworldly, really. It was completely surreal. And I'm still not even really sure that it happened, and I wouldn't believe it unless I saw the video footage. Yeah, it was amazing. And Dr. Laura, it was incredible to walk that stage with you and just feel that energy and know that we are truly making a difference in the world. And speaking of that, it was incredible to witness doTERRA presenting the Huntsman Cancer Institute with a check for $5 million as a donation, and doTERRA will be partnering with them. They're going to be building a cancer center for women's cancer studies. It was tremendous. That is just so soul-filling to know that every purchase of these essential oils is helping children, is helping adults, helping people, women, men, everyone around the world, but especially with cancer. It's something that a lot of times cancer practitioners are not open to incorporating essential oils into the standard of care. You can't use ginger if you've been having nausea from chemotherapy. They don't allow you to use frankincense. It's just so interesting. Oh, hello, Sandy. Hello. I'm so glad you made it. Yay. Sandy's joining us for the first time, and I will talk to you guys a little bit about her in a minute. But doTERRA is so amazingly generous, and that just really made me feel so thrilled to know that our purchases are going to something like that. And in addition to that, and so, of course, that is huge, and that is something we are going to be continuing to share with you over time, months, as research comes out and as that Women's Cancer Center is opened at the Huntsman Cancer Institute. We will be sharing with you. We will be updating with you. It is going to be incredible to watch. There are going to be 4 new doTERRA medical clinics that will be opening in the spring of 2019 to integrate Western medicine and holistic wellness, and it'll be called the Prime Meridian, which East meets West, and in the center is really that holistic approach where there will be all kinds of modalities to help treat patients, and no longer will the insurance companies be dictating what your care should be like. So it was absolutely soul-filling. doTERRA is also rolling out a veterinary panel this year, which is really tremendous because there's so much contradiction in what oils are safe for pets and what oils are not. And the veterinarians that are on this panel have had almost 20 years, some of them probably more than that, of experience using essential oils for pets safely and effectively and making sure that pets are safe and all their needs are met and their organ systems are not being compromised. And so that is going to be really incredible to share with you as well. The list goes on. It was incredible. I'm still buzzing from it. Let me know where you are watching from if you have not already. when you get started and when you join me, and you'll have to tell me your name so I can give you a shout out if you have a fancy screen name that I don't know. If you are new to my Periscope channel, thank you so much for spending some of your time. I know you could be doing 1,001 things with your evening, and it means so much to me that you are sharing some of it with me and with us. My name is Hillary LaMay, and I am your Throw It Out Thursday label reading gangster hostess. I am an essential oil educator, a platinum global team leader, and an Aroma Touch certified practitioner with doTERRA International. Hello, Colleen. Hello. Yes, I'm so glad to see you guys from all over the place. And every week since 2015 in December, we've met here in the cloud to kick chemicals to the curb where they belong and have fun learning together all along the way. Hello from Georgia. Yes, I'm so excited to see you all. Hello, Jessica. And we are just trying to have fun. We're learning, we're growing together, and all about how we can make these small, sustainable changes that we make that we can stick with, and they can alter our course and truly improve the quality of life for us and those around us. Hello from Springboro, Ohio. Hello from Woodbridge, Virginia. And so speaking of learning, I've got new oils to share with you, and tonight I am featuring green mandarin. Hello, Callie. Yes, I am featuring green mandarin and turmeric. These are two new oils that I am so excited to share with you guys tonight. Now, convention kits with all the new oils and all the new products will become available to everybody starting October 2nd, and I'm even more excited to show you what I'm doing with them one by one. So I've gotten a lot of requests to do scopes on foods and side dishes and yummy recipes as people are getting a little bit more adventurous with their oils, so I'm really excited to share this. And yes, Heather, I'm so glad to see that. And from Lafayette, Indiana, thank you so much. Yes. Green mandarin in the water, Beth, absolutely, in the magnesium mocktails, and even in the celery juice, it's going to be LaMayzing. And I've been wanting to do a celery scope for a while, especially now. Hello, Henry and Owen. Yes. Oh, good. Yes, definitely following the medical medium. He is LaMayzing. You definitely need the book. Hello, Sarah. It was so nice meeting you. Yes, Donna's drinking her magnesium mocktail. You guys are just head of the class. A+ gold stars for all of you. And truly, after being in Utah and having celery be such an integral part of helping me manage my altitude sickness, which is no joke, by the way. If you've never experienced it, you definitely, I hope you don't ever have to. But I could not wait to get home and share with you how just amazing celery is and the reasons why I was using it to help support me while I was away from home. And so we're going to talk about maximizing your understanding of this awesome superfood and a new oil that we have, these two new oils that we have, turmeric and green mandarin. Yes, Colleen. Yes, it was very challenging. Sarah needs all the celery juice in her life. Absolutely. Hello, Kaylin. Yeah, altitude sickness is absolutely no joke. And so what we get to do tonight is we're going to up-level the flavor of our foods with a little help from our essential workhorses tonight, in particular, the turmeric and the green mandarin. And I love, most of all, making sure that you know exactly what to do with all of your doTERRA products. So I'm going to show you how fun it is to incorporate them into your cooking, making things cater to your own personal preferences in your home. The flavors that your kids and your family likes, the flavors that you like, and this is really what it's all about. So when you order your convention kit October 2nd, you will be super ready to dig into your turmeric and to your green mandarin. It's going to be awesome. And this platform truly allows me to share my passion for doTERRA essential oils, my love for wellness living, and just the freedom to create whatever we want, whenever we want it. I'm going to talk about celery. We're going to talk about celery, right? We do what we want. And I just love that. And so, you know, maybe whoever brought you to doTERRA isn't as enthusiastic as you are or I am. We all know I'm super enthusiastic, okay? I can't hide it. Blame the oils. I'm just saying, blame the celery. But maybe they are excited. Maybe they're involved and they're engaged with you. Either way, it's important that you have education, support, tools, resources, and I provide a lot of that to my team. I provide that every single day, but I also love creating this repository for them and for others that might not have that resource at their fingertips. So I provide a lot of free education so you can absolutely bloom where you are planted. If you do not have any upline support or you're not in touch with the people that enrolled you, that's okay. You have me, you have Dr. Laura, you have all of us out there educating you and providing so many free resources that you can get gritty and use your Google and get on with it and have lots of fun with all of your oils. So, you know, this is just a safe collective for everybody to come wherever you are, all over the world. And if you're watching the replay, holler out to everyone there, you know, whether you can watch live or not, it's okay. It's all safe for you. It's our little cozy nook of the interwebs. And so I hope that after watching my broadcasts, you'll see oils don't have to be intimidating. They are fun. They don't have to be overwhelming. They are accessible for you and the whole family. They can save you a ton of money. They can keep you out of the doctor's office. They can support your thyroid. They can support your electrolytes when altitude sickness takes you down, and so much more. So I would love for you to swipe to the right or up, depending on what kind of phone you have. That allows you to share this broadcast with your friends, with your followers on social media, and you can also tap the screen as many times as you'd like, and that just gives me a little heart, and it lets me know that you're having fun with me, that you're enjoying all the learning and all the fun and all the celery talk, because we're going to get down to business soon and talk about celery. And how many times can I say celery in one night? So if you miss anything, you don't have to worry, because you can go to YouTube, you can go to Periscope and click on my recents, and if you're joining for the first time, you have a lot of catching up to do, so y'all don't be worried now, okay, because we're going to talk about celery, and it's going to be in the cloud forever and ever and a day. So let me see, by a show of ones, put up a 1 if you like celery, and put up a 2 if you knew celery was a superfood. And I know y'all are smarty pants, so y'all have to give me a 1 or a 2, and let's see what you think. So by the time my scope is done, I hope that you will feel empowered and that you will never look at celery the same again. Celery has been so on trend lately, if a vegetable can be on trend, which it obviously can be, especially drinking celery juice. So we're going to talk about why celery is LaMayzing. We're going to make 2 fun recipes with celery and with our 2 new oils that are going to be really fun for you. Good. So lots of you like celery, and I feel like if you didn't like celery, you probably wouldn't tune in to a celery Periscope. So, you know, you're my people, and that's why I love you. So then we're gonna do a basic celery juice with green mandarin and lemon essential oil, and then we're gonna do a raw Mediterranean celery salad with turmeric, pink pepper, and lemon essential oil. It is going to be LaMayzing and amped with awesome flavors. And don't worry, because if you do not have these oils yet, if you did not attend convention, you don't have to worry. If you purchased the Mother's Day kit from a few months ago, you have the green mandarin and you have pink pepper, so you don't have to worry. You can also use any of your citrus oils in place of green mandarin, and you can use black pepper. So I love to make this a choose your own adventure, so you don't have to be worried if you don't have something that I'm using. You can always find an alternative. So I'm sure you're chomping at the bit to learn about the new oils and what's so incredible about them. And green mandarin is something that we touched on, Dr. Laura and I, on our podcast Tuesday night. But for those of you that might not have been able to watch that, green mandarin is citrus, it's fruity, it's slightly sweet and floral, and it was actually in my purse at convention. I kid you not, the little 5 ml that was in the Mother's Day kits, I stocked up on a bunch extra because I love red mandarin. I got that from the Citrus Trio a couple years ago, but I love green mandarin so much to put it in my water, and I was so overjoyed when I was in my seat and they announced that this oil was going to be permanent, because I love diffusing it, I love putting it in my water and my magnesium mocktails, and I'd been rationing it. It was total manifestation, Colleen. The universe delivered. I asked and the universe delivered with intention. It was awesome. And so I just love that I don't have to hoard this oil anymore, and that it comes in a 15 ml. And I know most of us love the citrus oils more than probably any other oils. So this is going to be a total win for you. I love this. It smells like a sweet tart. It tastes like a sweet tart. I am so thrilled for this. It's sourced from Brazil, from the mandarin fruit. So just like it's harvested before it's ripe. So imagine the green mandarin to the red mandarin is like a green apple to a red apple. So the green mandarin is more crisp and tart and tangy, while that red mandarin that we had a couple years ago is a little bit sweeter. So this is tart and tangy. It's amazing for the respiratory support system. Maybe with Breathe or Lime, you could diffuse these together. You can incorporate green mandarin in your home, in any of your cleaners, in your glass cleaner, in your all-purpose cleaner. It helps soothe the nervous system when you take it internally in a veggie cap, so it's a really great option as well. You can diffuse green mandarin with sandalwood, with basil, lavender, spearmint. Just have fun experimenting and experiencing the positive emotional benefits you're going to get from diffusing these oils. And the price of this one is $28 and 28 PV when you have your own discount login. So this oil is going to be so fun for you to experiment, and it matches my shirt. So just a moment of silence. Oh yeah. And then the next oil I'm going to talk about is turmeric. And where do I even begin? We're going to definitely have to stay tuned for a new and improved up-leveled LaMayzing golden milk latte post in the near future, because if y'all saw my turmeric scope when we talked turmeric a couple weeks ago, actually a couple months ago, then you will definitely appreciate this. So the curcuminoids that are in the turmeric created a lot of excitement in the news recently. It's an ingredient in turmeric. It has a broad spectrum of activity. So typical in the turmeric powder that you would get it in the spice aisle. So if you go to the grocery store, you can find turmeric really at any grocery store in the spice section. And that is made up of large water-soluble molecules. Okay, and it can have poor absorption, which is why we always need black pepper and a fat like an avocado or coconut oil. So if you remember, if you watched my turmeric scope, you know how I talked about adding black pepper and a fat. So again, like avocado, but in our golden milk latte, we added some coconut oil. So that fat and that black pepper can help our body absorb the benefits from the typical turmeric spice. So now also you probably are familiar with the fact that turmeric is an ingredient in both the alpha CRS, which is one of the lifelong vitality trio vitamins, and the deep blue polyphenol complex, which combines essential oils, which are fatty lipids, to get 7 times increased absorption, right? So the turmeric essential oil has actually turmerones and no curcuminoids. So how many of you can say turmerones and curcuminoids 10 times fast? Try it after my scope and you will see how fun it sounds. But there are tons of turmerones and no curcuminoids or solvents in the essential oil, and it's already fat soluble because it's a lipid. So it leads to better absorption when you're using the turmeric essential oil versus the turmeric powder spice. So this is why turmeric essential oil is going to be an absolute game changer for you. It's a win. You can put this in a veggie cap. You can add this to your golden milk lattes. It is awesome. Yes, just throw in the endocannabinoid system too for kicks. Try to say curcuminoids and turmerones and endocannabinoid and see how you do. So you can love this oil with your whole heart. Turmerones are readily absorbed into the body. They offer natural tissue support. They sustain cardiovascular health. They support and preserve brain function. This is so critical, you guys. As we age and we feel brain fog, this is where we can tap into the harnessed amazing power of these essential oils and use them for our benefit every single day. So these are going to be amazing for you. Now you can also use turmeric topically, and you can use it to calm any of that tissue irritation you might have. So if you have pain, you might have, seen people using turmeric for an anti-inflammatory. So it's the same reason that you would use the turmeric essential oil. Exactly, Donna. Bring on the brain fog helpers. Absolutely. And so you can just really explore cooking with this and using it internally, and it's going to be really fun for you. And for tonight, it's going to give our cooking a little Mediterranean flair. And this is going to be available October 1st, and then October 2nd, it'll be available in the convention kit. And the price point of this is also $28 and 28 PV. So this is a really good value for all of this incredible power that you can harness for your highest good. So this is going to be awesome. Now, why is celery so amazing? And I could talk for hours about any topic, obviously. Hello. I mean, we've been scoping together for years. And so I have been chit-chatting for years. But I could talk about celery for hours. You're going to love it. Jules is saying she can't wait to get it for her rheumatoid arthritis. It's going to be great for you. So if you have read The Medical Medium, then you know exactly why celery is amazing for you. I highly recommend this book if you need a book recommendation. If you're flying, if you're traveling, if you want to get this on Audible, it's called The Medical Medium by Anthony William. And it's a fantastic book that really goes into so many things like ADD, adrenal fatigue, autism, autoimmune, candida, diabetes, digestive disorders, Lyme disease, migraines, thyroid disorders, leaky gut, so many things. This book is going to be so wonderful for you. You are going to absolutely love this. So I highly recommend reading this. I don't get anything from promoting this. This is, as always, I just share with you guys from my soul what I love. And this is awesome. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that recently George had an upper endoscopy and he had to have a procedure done to dilate his esophagus because he was having a lot of pain swallowing, and he switched to an alkaline anti-inflammatory diet, and he did the paleo, and he basically healed himself using foods. And so we are all about trying to manage these things in a way where we can use food for medicine, instead of using food for poison, right? And so you always have choices, and this is a great book, and leaders are readers. So if you are sharing oils, if you are sharing wellness, if you are even sharing oils with your family and friends, I highly recommend that you look into reading this book. It's a pretty quick read. It's a great reference book, and it just goes into detail about so many things. And especially if you have this book on page 107, it talks about adrenal fatigue and how, like if you feel tired all day, but you feel more energetic at night, if you're tired at night but have trouble falling asleep, if you experience continuing sweating, if you are continually thirsty but nothing seems to quench your thirst, if you have blurry vision, cravings, you might be suffering from adrenal fatigue, and celery can do so many things to support you in so many ways. So I hope that you will look into checking out this book. It's great. You can maybe get it from your library or wherever. And so I've been really getting more intentional and less accidental about celery lately, and it's an amazing source of antioxidants. It has so many beneficial enzymes, the electrolytes, and I'm going to grab the celery that I'm going to be using in one of my recipes just so that you can see. Obviously, you know what celery looks like, but it's a nice little prop. So the electrolytes in celery can actually hydrate you on a deeper cellular level, lessening your chances of suffering from things like migraines, anxiety, panic attacks, and more. And celery helps stabilize and support your adrenal glands, and it helps improve adrenal fatigue. So it can also offer stress assistance, repairs damaged cells inside the liver. So if you've been on a drinking binge and you need to get off of that wagon, maybe you need to look into some celery to help support you. And when I was in Utah, altitude sickness absolutely took me down. It was a combination of things: altitude sickness, dehydration. I slept for 2 hours because our flight was super duper early, and I was having anxiety that I was going to sleep through my alarm, and you know how that typically goes. It's like our mind just goes elsewhere, and I had my oils with me, and I did everything that I could, and just there was a lot of responsibility on my shoulders being there. You know, I'm supporting my team, I'm being a leader, but I'm also trying to make sure everybody's needs were met, and it's a lot. You know, I'm soaking up this energy, I'm feeling the energy from people around me, and it took me down, and I did not feel well. I did not feel well the very first night that I got there, and it's very hard when you don't feel well and you're away from home. I was very uncomfortable. I felt panicky. I felt anxious. I felt uneasy being away from home, wanting to know that Olivia's needs were being met, wanting to make sure that everything was going okay. And thanks to the essential oils and the emotional support that they give me, and thanks to my Oil Squad sisters in the room with me, thanks to Instacart delivering some necessary ingredients and things that I needed to our room, including Epsom salt, tons of groceries, alkaline water, celery, grapes, carrots, fruits and vegetables, nitrate-free lunch meats and things like that we could make our lunches each day from Whole Foods. So if you guys have not explored Instacart, shoot me a message and I'll send you a $10 coupon. They always send me coupons, and they're like coupon codes, and I can send them out to everybody, and you get $10 off your first Instacart purchase. You type in your zip code, and it'll show you all the stores and retailers that support and just can support you in that zip code. So Whole Foods, grocery stores, CVS. So I got Epsom salt, I got a heating pad, I got all the ingredients for lunches and foods that I needed, and I was able to rebalance my electrolytes. I was able to rehydrate much faster having that celery with me, because I know how celery is so tremendously amazing. When I feel anxious, I eat celery. It's something that I want you guys to start getting into the habit of doing. And so it really helped ground me. I had my oils. I actually used every single oil that I brought with me in the first 12 hours. And it's so funny because as leaders, you know, sometimes we joke that people have this perception that sometimes we share things just because we share them, not because we're actually doing them. But this is not that way. This is actually, I am sharing my lifestyle with you guys. I share with you what I pack when I travel, the oils that I bring, so that you can get a sense of how I stay prepared when I'm away from home with the necessities that I need, because I can't bring everything, so I have to bring the most important things. So it made me feel so proud to reflect back on that and think about, wow, I was preemptive and thinking about what my needs might be when I'm away from home, and knowing myself and trusting my own body. What things will I need with me? I had my magnesium, I had my Frank & Co, I had all these oils, I had my boss babes with me, I had my Oil Squad babes with me, and they were so supportive and so helpful and patient and encouraging and supportive of me during that time. And so it's amazing how we can harness the power of these superfoods to help support us when we are not feeling well. We know we don't need to rush to the pharmacy to get a stomach thing or an over-the-counter medicine. We can truly harness the things and the food in our pantry and those things, or in our case, getting Whole Foods to drop off Instacart delivery groceries to our hotel room. So anyway, all that to just say that celery juice can just be so amazing for effectively rebuilding your stomach's complex balance. My stomach's complex balance was totally off. It was totally grumpy and unhappy. And so it can supply that hydrochloric acid that your stomach needs to feel balanced. It also strengthens the digestive system by helping to heal the liver, which increases your bile production. And then by lowering levels of pathogens like bacteria, viruses, and invaders like fungus and mold, it can help to strengthen your intestinal lining. So that is something that you can do as a preventive measure, especially now that the weather's changing and our kiddos might be getting under the weather. We definitely want to be preemptive and proactive when it comes to the foods that we're reaching for and being intentional, not just the foods that we like the taste of, but the foods that are actually going to serve us. And that's the same thing I kind of teach you guys with oils. I am not the most huge fan of lavender. I don't necessarily like the way it smells, but I love what it does for me. I love the therapeutic benefits of lavender. So I can look past the fact that it's not maybe my favorite oil. And the same thing, so maybe you might not like the taste of celery juice, and that's okay. But we want to tap into the fact that if we're being super intentional about the things that we eat and the things that we do in our bodies, in our homes, and all of that, we need to acknowledge the fact that, you know what, maybe we can learn. Maybe we can make baby steps. Take a few little sips today, take a few more sips tomorrow, and then maybe a month from now, you'll be swigging back celery juice like a boss. I hope you do, and if you do, you'll have to let me know. So again, celery juice is one of the most profound ways to restore your digestive health. It's super powerful. We tend to hold a lot of fear in our gut. Nervousness can cause those sensations like tummy flips, butterflies in our stomach. Anxiety can run all through our nervous system and putting our gut in knots. And by restoring our digestive system, celery juice can put our minds and our hearts at ease, and we can use it for calming effects when we're feeling frightened, when we're feeling panicky. Exactly, Lindsay. We don't always love the taste of things like Franken-Copaiba, but we get used to it. And now I kind of have grown accustomed to the taste because I enjoy it every day. And so we use it for all those calming effects. It helps us if we're feeling frightened, if we're feeling panicky, if we're feeling shocked or fretful, nervous, threatened, unsure, afraid, defensive. I could go on and on about the benefits of celery juice for a manner of ills, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. Celery juice is alkalizing. It's rich in enzymes. It's enhancing your electrolytes. It's repairing your liver. It's balancing your blood sugar. It's antiseptic and so many more things. So I definitely miss you all so much, and I want to keep it moving. So I'm just trying to really summarize and scratch the surface for you when you are doing some more research. Taylor's saying it isn't the best taste, but it's so worth it and you do get used to it. Absolutely. And Taylor, thank you so much, because Taylor shared her journey with celery juice in our private Oil Squad page, and it was one of the reasons that it really got me intrigued. And so we started using it for George, and it was really starting to help him. And we were, keeping that on our radar, keeping that on our Instacart grocery list. And so when we were traveling, it was one of the things that I wanted to make sure that we had. It really does help me. So I have struggled with anxiety for my whole adult life. And for those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that. And so if I can encourage you to add one additional vegetable to your grocery list, it is absolutely celery. You don't have to do celery juice. You can put some almond butter with some raisins, do a little ants on a log type thing. You don't have to go full out celery juice, but I just want you to be open-minded. And I hope that if you are open to it down the road, maybe it's something that you can just dip your toe into over time, and you can come back to my scope and fast forward to the recipes, or refer back to it, or reach out if you need questions. But I'm always holding space for you, so reach out if you want support on that. I've used oils for emotional support for years, and it's been really incredible what I've seen in my own life. You can juice it with green apple, but it's just, if you get used to that, then you might be used to that sweetness. So I just encourage you to really try it and give it a go for a couple days, maybe even a week, and see if you can get on that bandwagon. So just as summary, celery helps lower your cholesterol, it helps lower inflammation, it's going to prevent and treat high blood pressure, it helps prevent ulcers, it's going to help protect your liver health, it's going to help benefit weight loss with being nutrient dense, and it's going to provide all those antioxidants, electrolytes, vitamins, minerals, vitamin C, it's boosting your digestion, it's reducing bloating, it's containing antimicrobial properties that help fight infection. It is so absolutely incredible. And exactly, Taylor was saying to me actually when we had a conversation about this a while ago that it was just better to go straight celery, because then you're going to get used to that apple taste and you're going to want that. So if you just get used to it in the beginning, then that's all you know. So just something that I recommend. And yes, all the liver support, all day, all along. It's also going to help prevent urinary tract infections. So if you are prone to getting UTIs, I highly encourage you to start incorporating celery. Maybe just pack it as a snack for your lunch, give it to your kiddos, add it to your salads and different things. It may help prevent cancer. It's going to be awesome. So now that was a lot of chit chat, but I like to lay the groundwork for you guys. And these scopes are here in perpetuity. So the scopes that I did back in 2015 and 16 and 17, they're all there. So even though it might seem like I'm going into a large level of detail, I'm really just scratching the surface. So I definitely want you to read the book. I definitely want you to be open to celery, adding it to your wellness pyramid, drink it on an empty stomach. Exactly. And Taylor, I'm going to mention that in a moment. But it's really important for you to get the benefits of this. I just really think you're going to love this. And then the basic celery juice that I'm going to make is going to have green mandarin essential oil. And I've already started prepping us so that I was trying to be as efficient and strategic as possible. So I've got our blender filled with celery here. Now, the recommendation, as Taylor mentioned, from the medical medium is to drink the celery juice by itself on an empty stomach. For the best results, he does recommend that you drink 16 ounces of celery juice every morning on an empty stomach. And if you find that that's too much for you at first, even just 4 or 8 ounces a day is a great start. Over time, you can work up to that, and it might even help you kick your caffeine habit, your coffee habit. It might make you feel so much more energized and great that you won't need that boost from your coffee. But just start small and start somewhere. You don't have to go big in the beginning, but just start somewhere, because that's going to really help you so much. And an empty stomach, the reason that he recommends doing this on an empty stomach is because that allows for optimal digestion and healing benefits to be maximized with all the mineral salts in the celery, okay? So we're going to grab our blender cup. Now, I do not have a juicer. I do not yet, and I am just trying to be resourceful with what I have, and this has been working really well for us. So if you do not have a juicer, don't feel like you need to go out and spend more money. That is not my intention on my scopes, is to make you guys spend any more money on gadgets or anything like that. Use what you have. You can absolutely do this without a juicer. If you have a juicer, dust it off and use it. If you do not, you can totally make this without a juicer. So I am going to fill my blender bottle with celery. This is about 8 or 9 cups of celery, and I like to just fill it as high as I can, and that way if there's any extra, I can drink it the next day or the next day. I don't like to save it for more than 2 days because I think it really needs to be fresh to have all those fresh enzymes, and you're going to just pulse it until it's pureed. So that is what we're going to do, and then we're going to add our oils after we've strained the pulp out, and we're going to show you how it's done, okay? The eyebrows are here. Celery. Oh yeah. It's so affordable, yes. That is a good point. Okay, we're about there, and yes, I got, one of you asked, I am using the sharp blade. This is a Ninja, so you don't have to have any fancy things. This is just, use what you've got. So we're going to bring this over here and make some room, and yes, always organic if you can. Celery is one of the dirty dozen, so celery is very dirty. So if you are going to be enjoying celery, I really, really, really urge you to maybe, skip some of the other habits that you might have that are expensive, and really hold that space in your budget for organic celery if you absolutely can do it. Okay, this smells so amazing. Oh my God, you guys, I wish you could have smell-o-vision with me. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Okay, so this was full. This is about 8.5 or 9 cups of celery, because we're talking about celery tonight. All right, so what I have here now, hopefully you can see this, sort of, hopefully. What we have is a strainer. This is just my ghetto juicing setup. Yes, and a full stock, Taylor says, gets her about 16 ounces. It's super affordable. Yes, it is awesome. So what I've done here is I've got a strainer with a bowl underneath it, and you can use a cheesecloth. You can use whatever you have. This is what I'm using, and we're just gonna pour this all right into here. This is so beautiful. And you can already hear it. You can already see the juice coming out. Look at that. Look at all of that juice just right there. Look at how gorgeous that is. I am just thirsty thinking about this. Okay, and then we just want to get all of our pulp out of here. And I am going to grab a little something something. I just want to make sure that I'm getting all of this liquid gold right here, because my anxiety, my nervous feelings, my anxious feelings about anything going on in my life, and my gut health is going to thank me when I am in the celery effect. Okay, this is the celery effect. This is it. This is it, you guys. This is it. We are learning day by day, one little baby step at a time together, about how incredible these foods in our lives have been. And I have to totally be honest, I completely have underestimated celery for my whole life up until recently. And Taylor, I truly have you to thank for this, because you sharing your experience with celery juice really made me inspired. So I am so inspired by all of you and so grateful for everything that you do and share. So what you can do is just kind of zhuzh this around with whatever tool you have, and then Olivia has fun pressing it. And what I like to do is just take a bowl and literally press. And you can see this. Look at how awesome this is. You just press down and you're getting all this amazing liquid gold. See? I don't even need a juicer. I got this. I got my celery juice with me, and I got everything I need. And you just get your muscle into it. Just press, 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 okay? And see if you can get all of that beautiful pulp free of all the juice that you need, okay? And so we are pretty much there. And so when you've gotten all of that juice out of there, and you can press down a little more if you want to, you can go down another time. What I like to do, yes, friends care about friends' mineral salts and friends' electrolyte levels. So you can do another round of pressing if you'd like, and we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then what I like to do is, and again, you can see how all this juice is just coming right down there. Look at that. You don't wanna lose an ounce. You don't wanna lose anything. And in just no time, all we've done is blended that beautiful celery into this awesome juice. Now, what I like to do is save this. I like to freeze this, and when I'm gonna make bone broth, I just pop this celery into the bone broth because it flavors it so beautifully, and I don't like to waste things. So if you have been looking for something to repurpose with your pulp from your celery, you can always add it to your bone broth. It might not have as much nutrients because you've pressed all the juice and those enzymes out, but it's gonna give a really good flavor to your bone broth. So you can add fresh celery, but you can also add the pulp so you're not wasting anything. And look at this amazing celery juice. This is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. I hope that you will feel inspired to try this and make this. It's so beautiful. It's awesome. Oh, well, Taylor feeds it to her chickens, so that's even better. And when you've pressed all the juice out, again, you can take the pulp out, do whatever with it that you'd like. Now I'm gonna take my oils and we're gonna amp it up. So I'm gonna add 3 drops of green mandarin essential oil to our celery juice. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna add 3 drops of lemon essential oil to our celery juice also. And this is gonna help cut the bitterness a little bit. It's gonna give it a little flavor. You don't have to add anything unless you want to, but this is what I like to do. And then we're gonna take a little straw and we're just gonna zhuzh this around a little bit, okay? And now what you can do is you can take it as a shooter, you know, as you're kind of getting used to it. You can just give yourself a little shooter right here, or you can just drink it straight, however you like. And this is going to be so incredible for you and your family, and you're just gonna absolutely love this so much. I am so excited for you to try your hand at making celery juice. Yes, you can add it to the compost bin. You can absolutely do that for sure, Jules. And so I'm gonna have my celery juice. It's so good. It's so good. It's refreshing. And that green mandarin And the lemon, it's so awesome. Olivia's drinking this celery juice. George is drinking the celery juice. I'm drinking the celery juice. I'm going to keep this for tomorrow. George is working a double. He's working the morning shift. He has to come home and sleep for a couple hours, and he has to work the midnight shift. So I'm going to make sure that I have extra celery juice for him to take with him to give him that pep that he needs and to just support his body tomorrow. So this is awesome. This is so awesome. You can buy as much celery as you want. We go through a lot of produce. We do unlimited. We did the yearly Instacart subscription for unlimited deliveries, so we can have our groceries delivered to us as often as we need to for free. They don't charge you per delivery when you do the 1-year subscription. So if you want to learn about that, I can send you the link and you can check out. They can do a 14-day trial for you. But I love this so much. And like I said earlier, I have been underestimating the power of celery for so long. And it just makes me feel really good to know that I have something in my fridge, in my produce drawer, that I can harness for my emotional support, and I can amp it up with my essential oils. I don't have to add sugar. I don't have to add anything like that. And it's so good for you. This is going to make your body feel so good. Your skin's going to feel great. Your brain fog is just going to kind of dissipate and go away, and all of a sudden you're going to realize you feel really good. And I want you to feel really good every single day as much as you can, and especially when you're away from home. So if you're feeling anxious, or you're not feeling good, or you feel like you're maybe a little bit nauseated, or if you're going to altitudes and you're feeling a little altitude sickness, try to grab some celery if you can. Really boost your electrolytes. That will help ground you and help eliminate that kind of panicky feeling. So that is our celery juice. And you can totally add collagen to it. I don't see why not. In the medical medium, though, he does recommend just drinking it plain on an empty stomach. So Sarah, I would experiment with it and see how your body reacts. Everyone's body is different, but you can definitely try it. I always say choose your own adventure. So if you do try it, you'll have to let me know how you feel after that. So, and then our next recipe is my LaMayzing raw Mediterranean turmeric celery salad. I'm really excited for this. So in a small bowl, we are gonna make our vinaigrette first, that we're gonna use our essential oils to make this yummy dressing for our salad. So here we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Now, apple cider vinegar is such an awesome tool in my pantry, and it is actually the only vinegar that is alkalizing to the body. So if you are gonna cook with vinegar, I highly recommend that you use raw, organic apple cider vinegar, and there's a scope for that. So if you wanna check out all the details on apple cider vinegar, you can always go back to my YouTube channel and archive and learn with me about apple cider vinegar. So now we're gonna add 2 cloves of garlic that I've pressed just before my scope. It smells so good in here, no vampires around. And then we're gonna add a little pinch of Himalayan pink salt that I love. It's very mild. It's also great for mineralizing your body and restoring your electrolytes, which is why celery juice is so great and why it's awesome to take that on an empty stomach, because it's just gonna really boost your electrolytes for the day. Gabby's dietitian recommends celery in smoothies. She thought she was crazy, but it's wonderful. Yes, it's so good. Oh my gosh. One of my favorites is kale, celery, green apple, coconut, and I can't remember what else, but you can add coconut water. I don't know, Gabby, if you like coconut water, but that is one of my favorite recipes, the tart, crispy green apple. And it just really cuts that bitterness from the kale and from the celery. And then when you get green mandarin, even if you don't have green mandarin, you can use any of your citrus. But when you get green mandarin, it is going to just totally up-level your smoothie game. It's super tart and tangy and awesome. You're gonna love it. So here we have our little vinaigrette, okay? And this is awesome. And now we're gonna add our essential oils to this. So we are gonna add 2 drops of pink pepper. This is a newbie, but if you have not gotten this yet, you in the new oils, you might have this from the Mother's Day Harmony Trio that came out just recently. So we're gonna add 2 drops of pink pepper. And pink pepper is very similar to black pepper, but I think of black pepper and pink pepper the same way as I think of Indian sandalwood and Hawaiian sandalwood, or cinnamon and cassia. So Indian sandalwood and cinnamon and black pepper are more earthy, and pink pepper and cassia and what's the other one I said? And the Hawaiian sandalwood are more sweet. So I just really have been enjoying pink pepper, and I've been hoarding it, and I haven't been as liberal using it because I was afraid I would never be able to get it again. So now that it's a permanent oil, we can be free to use our pink pepper. So we've got our pink pepper in there, and then we're gonna add 2 drops of our turmeric oil. And this is where the turmeric comes into play, because we're gonna use this to amp up the flavor of our salad. And it's gonna be a clean slate. You guys can choose whatever adventure you like. If you don't like this, that's okay. You can choose whatever flavors resonate with you in your home. You can use rosemary, thyme, oregano, marjoram, any of those herbaceous spicy oils that you like, basil, anything. So now we've got this yummy, yummy vinaigrette. And now we're gonna add the final oil. We're gonna add 10 drops of lemon. Yes, Taylor, and you're gonna be there at convention next year, so you're gonna be one of the first right along with me to snag up all these new oils. So we're gonna add 10 drops of lemon. And I love lemon in salads. It's just, I love it so much because it's so bright and fresh, and it kind of cuts that turmeric smell. So Wendy's asking about the turmeric. The turmeric does have a slightly fishy smell. It's a little bit woodsy and earthy, and it's pretty earthy. So if that doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. You can mix it with some other things and experiment and play around with it. But this is a choose your own adventure. So if you taste it, you can make a little bit. You can maybe even just do a toothpick swirl and some figure eights. And if that feels more comfortable to you, you can always add, but you can't take away. And so when you have some of these heavy hitting big oils, it can be a little overpowering. I personally love the flavor. I love Mediterranean flavors. I love sweet and savory together. I feel like it really balances so beautiful for me. And I think you're gonna really love the flavors that we put together in here. So I'm gonna put this to the side for just a second. And then we're gonna grab our salad bowl. Okay, so now we are going to, we've whisked our vinaigrette together, and now in a large bowl, we're gonna combine our salad ingredients. And I've got my salad hands handy so that we can zhuzh it all up when we need to. All right, and so what we're gonna do is add 4 cups of celery that I've cut up into small pieces. Now you can choose your own adventure with whatever size you like. This is just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add about half of it first, and then I'm gonna add some of the other ingredients, and then I'm gonna add the rest of the celery after that. So then to this, we're gonna add a half a cup of chopped fresh parsley. Now, again, I just love the flavor of parsley. I love tabbouleh salad. That's one of my favorite dishes. Whenever it's on the menu at a restaurant, I always order it. George knows, we have a joke that he orders better than me. So now I've just let him order for me when we go to restaurants, because then I don't have order envy, because I know I'm getting something really awesome, because he always finds those things that he knows I love on the menu, and it's just really fun. So we've added a half a cup of fresh parsley. It's just so fresh and aromatic, and I just love it so much. And then we're gonna cut that bitterness with the sweet. And so we're gonna add a 4th cup of dried cherries. I love dried cherries so much. Sweet and savory is my absolute jam. I hope you guys try this. Then we're gonna add a little bit of salt. So we're gonna have the sweet and the savory and the crunchy and the salty and the smooth, and it's gonna be like a symphony for your belly and for your senses, and your taste buds are gonna just love you so much. So we are gonna add 10 to 15 pitted marinated olives that have been marinated in olive oil. I like to do a combination of green and black, but you can just choose your own adventure as always with that. And then we are gonna add 3 tricolor carrots that I've chopped into coin sizes. So I have yellow, orange, and purple. I just love purple carrots so much. They're beautiful. They look like an art piece. Let me show you. If you've not had purple carrots, they're so adorable. I get these organic from Wegmans, from the Instacart that we do, but they're just so pretty. I'm gonna just touch all my food. But they're so beautiful, and it gives this recipe, and Sarah, if you're still on here, it gives this recipe so much curb appeal. I don't even know if that really makes sense, curb appeal for food, but it's like, it just looks so beautiful. It's so colorful. It's like a rainbow for your plate, and it's awesome. So especially if you're not eating meat, this is a really great way for you to get lots of color. You can add chickpeas, you can add quinoa, you can add protein, whatever you like, but I just think this salad is magnificent, and it's so colorful, it's crunchy, it's smooth, it's sweet, it's salty, it's everything and then some. And then when you add our essential oils, it's like a brain just mic drop all over the place, like mind blowing. It's awesome. And we're losing a carrot here. All right, so then we're gonna add our vinaigrette, and then we're gonna add some of the rest of our celery. Yes, you should eat a rainbow every day if possible. And then the garlic too. The garlic is just so fragrant and aromatic. I just absolutely love this so much. And then we're gonna finish it off with the rest of our celery. We've got our celery, y'all. Y'all want some celery? All right, so I'm gonna toss this around, give it a little zhuzh, and it is gonna be such good eats around here. So yummy. Yes, this is so super hearty. You just toss everything to combine. If you need help, you can use your salad hands as well. This is just so delicious. It's a clean slate. You can do this hot. If you want to cook this, you totally can. You can just keep this raw. Olivia really prefers raw veggies. Since you guys have, most of you have been following me for a while, you know that we did baby-led weaning with her. We didn't do purees or baby food, and she just really doesn't like cooked veggies that much. I mean, she'll eat them, of course. She pretty much eats everything, but she really prefers raw fruits and vegetables. You can make this into a soup, exactly. And actually, I was just going to say that, Patty, that you can add your favorite vegetable broth. You can make your favorite bone broth. You can make this into a soup. So what I like to do is save all of the leaves and the ribs and any extra pieces from the veggies that I prepare, and I put them in the freezer. And so when I make my bone broth, I have all those beautiful kind of leftover forgotten pieces of veggies that I can harness for whatever recipe that I'm making. But you can make this into a fall soup. It's so beautiful. It's so colorful. I really hope you guys try this. It's just amazing, and I really think you're gonna love the flavors that this has together. Like I said, you can add quinoa, whatever you want. You can weave this into the daily routine of the things that you are making at home for bringing to a party, because this doesn't have any gluten, there's no dairy, there's no animal product, there's no meat in there. So it's really a clean slate for you. It's such a beautiful salad. It's got sweet, it's got those cherries, and it's got the carrots, the crunch, the celery, it's got the olives, and the parsley is really bright, and then the vinaigrette has our turmeric, beautiful, and it has our pink pepper, beautiful, and then brightening it up with that garlic and then the lemon. It's just going to be so incredible for you. I love how simple it is to weave these oils into just the fabric of our lives every day. So a few little tips on celery. Know that, again, celery is one of the most chemical sprayed vegetables there is. So always look for organic. I cannot stress that enough. If you can splurge on a few things organic, do that with your celery whenever possible, so that you get the maximum benefit for consuming that celery without consuming toxins and chemicals. And the Environmental Working Group has Dirty Dozen, the Dirty Dozen shows celery is usually sprayed with multiple types of pesticides. So store your celery dry, wrapped in a paper towel if you'd like, inside the fridge for maybe 5 to 7 days at the longest. But if you're starting to incorporate celery into your daily routine, it's not gonna last that long. There's absolutely no chance your celery is gonna last in there for 7 days. And you know, after about that 7th day, the celery starts to get limp, and then its nutrient-rich color starts to decrease, and you know that it's got to go. Like it's not good. So I hope you will try these. I hope you'll be inspired to try celery and incorporate it into your daily life and your wellness pyramid. Now, for my local oil squad girls and gals, be sure to come to my home Saturday for our post-convention open house to sample and play with all the new oils and meet my sweet friend Becky, the owner of the Root and Petal. She has been incredible and gracious enough to come and spend the weekend with us, and we cannot wait to see you. She's going to have her roller bottles and spray bottles to give you all at a deep discount for being her best customers, and I am just so excited to see all of you and just show you and let you experience these oils for yourself. And reach out if you are ready to purchase essential oils. If you would like my support and leadership and guidance and mentorship, this is one of the best promotions of the year, and it only happens once or twice. And this promotion of all the a select group of starter kits are 40% off right now until Sunday or Monday. Monday's the 1st, so Sunday's the last day to get started with a starter kit and get 40% off. So I've got a welcome bundle waiting for you. You'll have an all-access pass to all the research, replays from my classes and workshops, tutorials, all the resources that I've archived in our group since 2014, since becoming a doTERRA wellness advocate and starting to incorporate oils into my daily life. And then before I forget, have you guys ever noticed that workhorse diffuser right behind me right there? In case you've never noticed it, it's been there every single time I've done my Periscope. That is a Stadler Jasmine diffuser, and it goes 24 hours. And it is my favorite non-doTERRA diffuser because it runs that long. So Sandy, if you are still on here, Sandy is the lovely woman that I met on the plane that I sat next to on my flight home from Salt Lake City, and she works for Stadler, the company that makes my favorite long-running diffusers that I have all over my house. And Sandy was so generous and kind. She was suffering from head tension. I made her a magnesium mocktail. There she is. Hello, Sandy. I am so glad that you are still here. So everybody give Sandy some love. She is thebomb.com. She is the one, she is the only that is setting you guys up with the 50% off deal for Stadler diffusers. Not only diffusers, they have humidifiers that you can use oils with. They have household air purifiers. It's insane. So you guys, Sandy has hooked us up for life. She created a permanent coupon code for all of us, not just me, not just my team, for all of us. So Sandy, thank you so much. My people are loving this. They are loving you to pieces. You guys are getting your diffusers today. You're getting your diffusers tomorrow. I just got one of mine today. This is the Leah. She's beautiful and small, and she is waterless, so you can diffuse your oils that do have fractionated coconut oil, because this diffuser does not use water. Oh my gosh. And then I'm getting a Julia tomorrow, which goes 54 hours. You guys, seriously, like, that diffuser has been on all day. It goes 24 hours. I have one in my living room over there. I have two in our bedrooms, one on each side of the bed for George and I, because we like to diffuse different things. So Sandy, thank you from the top and the bottom of my oily heart for giving us this incredible coupon code, 50% off. So when you go to StadlerForumUSA.com, and this is on Instagram, but I will remind you, yes, StadlerForumUSA.com. At checkout, you can shop for anything you want. These amazing air purifiers, these incredible humidifiers that you can use oils with, and these tremendous diffusers. When you go to checkout, use the code EBO, 3 letters, and you will see 50% off plus free shipping on orders of $49 or more at checkout. I am so grateful for her. Now, this promotion is only for us until Saturday. So until Saturday, then you'll still use the same code permanently, but it will only be for 25% off, which is still super awesome. Yes, I am saving up for a Roger. I want the Roger. If you guys are on the website, check it out. It is this beautiful, incredible air purifier, and it will tell you the purity level of your air when you turn it on, and then it'll tell you, and it'll do its thing. And Sandy can tell you more. If you want information, you can reach out to her and I can provide you her information. But it's just so awesome being able to make these choices and up-level our home and be able to do so at a 50% discount. So Sandy, again, I'm so grateful for you. I have been loving my jasmines. It was so funny. It was like worlds collided. We sat down and she's like, what are you in town for? I'm like, the doTERRA convention. She's like, oh my God, me too. But I was at the Stadler booth. I'm the sales manager. I'm like, oh my God, I love these diffusers. Let me show you my Instagram feed. Let me show you all the pictures. I have these diffusers in my background of my scopes for every single week. It's awesome. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Sandy, for everything that you've done, and you've been answering questions. Our oilers from Canada and from other countries have been asking questions. You guys have been amazing at answering them so fast and so well. So your diffusers are arriving. Tag me on Instagram or Facebook when they arrive. I cannot wait to see you up-leveling your game, not having to reset your diffuser every 3 hours. It's amazing, you guys. It's LaMayzing. I love you so much. I am always looking out for you, and I am so grateful that the universe brought Sandy and I together, because for the rest of the time, we're going to be hooking y'all up with long-running diffusers, because that's what we do around here. We kick chemicals to the curb, no more candles, and we're going to have long-running diffusers. It's going to be awesome. So I really encourage you to check them out. If you need help, if you aren't sure which one to get, reach out to me, send me a message, and I can help you triage. I've been loving them. I've had these for over 1.5 years, and they're just so magical and gorgeous, and they match my kitchen decor. So that's a win also. So again, the code will be good until Saturday. Then the code will still be good. It'll just go down to 25% off. And then I have some surprises for you guys around the Black Friday Periscope. So you have to stay tuned for that, because Sandy's hooking us up yet again for more. So anyway, I will see you guys next week. We'll be into October, and we're going to have fun, festive scopes. We're going to have warm drinks, recipes, gift ideas, and it's going to be LaMayzing and cozy, okay? So I hope you will drink up with your celery. You're going to eat up with your celery salad, with your turmeric and your pink pepper and your green mandarin essential oil. It's going to be LaMayzing. We had a lot to cover. This is what happens when we miss a week, like we did, okay? So thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you next week for more essentially delicious LaMayzing fun together. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. I loved meeting you guys. I loved all the hugs. I loved the laughs, the tears, everything. It filled my cup. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for that, and I will see you guys next week. Love ya.